we are looking at Broken Heart. Let me play the piece for you, looking at the acoustic version for the composition. You can tell from the studio version that we're working on the vocal, that we have a core component of the song being the acoustic, and now that acoustic that you're hearing is this acoustic. All I've done is plugged it in and just gotten a rough guide of where sort of the song and what I want to do with the song acoustically. So without further ado, I'd like to play with you the song first to get that out of the way, and now I can give you guys a bit of a sort of breakdown of where things are and all that. I can think of younger days, living for my life. Everything a man can wanna do, and I can never see tomorrow. And I was never told about the sorrows. And how can you make this broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? How can you make this broken man? How can you lose her? And will please help me mend this broken heart? Let me live again. I can still feel the breeze of my soul's. Okay, I can still feel the breeze. Rustles through the trees, the memories of days gone by. I can never see tomorrow. No said a word about sorrow. How can you mend this broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? How can you mend this broken man? How can you lose her? Will please help me mend this broken heart? Let me live again. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't say I'm too happy with that performance. I've done better ones over the past couple of weeks. The first one's always rough for me until I really get used to sort of filming this one. That's why I sort of wanted to really get started on this one. I think it's time for it. It is, I would say, probably the earliest of any of the songs I share with you in terms of where we are with the song. You probably noticed that I'm looking down a little bit. I do have the iPad here, just in case it did lock up on me halfway, so that didn't help. But other than that, I would say I'm about 80% there with lyrics. It's just some key words that I want to make sure I get right. The first verse, I could never see tomorrow. Second one is we could never see tomorrow. It's just those key things I like to change, make sure I get right. And then again, it's like I was never told about the sorrows. And then the second verse is no one said a word about the sorrow. Those are key changes, right? And you can, when you're singing, you can get slightly mixed up with those because they're quite similar. So I just want to make sure, we get those right early on, and then it's easier. Because later down the track, it's a little bit harder to fix those things. But other than that, I'd say it's pretty good. The only thing that keeps stumbling me is how can you stop the rain from falling down? That always gets me a bit. And I think that the key thing for me right now for the song is really working on that tempo. One of the things, the new piece as well that I'll be sharing with you for on the nylon is the Tears in Heaven, right? And that one and this one have a very similar characteristic in that the tempo is really key. And what I mean by that is it can be very easy to go fast for the song. Because this song it's slightly harder when you go slower. When you're going slightly slower, you have to, particularly on this one, it's a nice guitar. I really like it because it's lightweight. The Cordoba. I don't have much experience on this line of the Cordobas. In general, the brand of Cordoba. I had to do a bit of research. I went down to the guitar shop and asked them and had a chat with them, and they recommended this one for me. In particular, I like it because it's very lightweight and it has a beautiful low end to it, but also a very good treble sound to it, particularly for how small the body is and how lightweight it is. Right. When you plug this bad boy in, it's a lot more rock and roll, which I love. It's using the Fishman pickup range, which serves quite well. It's a great receiver, and for my style of playing and the way I like for things to be recorded when it's plugged in, I really like that the representation it gives. It might be a bit too heavy for some, a bit too rock and roll, but for me, I really like it. The only thing that it's not really, I would say, a beginner's guitar. From my experience playing it for the past couple years, you need a little bit of experience playing it. It's not the easiest guitar to play. You have to always put a little more pressure than you think onto the guitar, so it can be a bit counterintuitive compared to the steel, which is much, I feel, in some places a lighter touch can be. But on this one, you very much have to play it a little bit harder, and then it sings with you. When you want to play softer, you really have to be strong on the positions, and you can wear your hands out a little bit quicker, particularly when you want to play softer. And for this song and the Tears in Heaven song, they are slightly softer in nature. Right? And that's fine, but on this style, this particular one I have, you have to just play it slightly heavier to really make it sing. It requires a little more effort out of you, which is fine. But it just takes a little bit sort of getting used to that. And it doesn't hold back on you. It can be very unfriendly, because every single little mistake, it will make it prominent, and it makes it sound like it's a wrong note. Slow. It's very much your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time. So you really have to be on point, particularly when you're cold, and it doesn't help. When you're freezing and can't feel your fingers, it doesn't help. So that being said, other than that, yeah, I really like it, and it's gonna be well for the piece. The key thing there is just really us working on the timing of the song now, and really, okay, cool, we gotta work together on this, and it's very easy to speed it up, right? But we gotta, I can think of younger days, particularly when we start, we're going very much slower. Can think of younger days, living for my life was everything a man can wanna do. And I can never see tomorrow. Then we go into how can you man, right? To fawn, how can you man? It's been hot. Can you stop the rain from falling down? Can you stop the sun from shining? Makes the world go mad. How can you make this broken man? Can lose you? Never will. Please help me. This broken heart, and let me live. Now you might be asking, where's your metronome? Why don't you use the metronome? I don't really like using metronomes, I have to say. I do it for the drums, but because I've had enough experience on the guitar, I can feel and I can tell when I'm going too fast. And particularly when I was going with you in there, I noticed exactly when I'm going too fast and when you slow it down. Yeah. So I think that's going to be just a challenge for this one and for Tears in Heaven, particularly also when we're playing it live. When you have a lot of different things happening, it can be sometimes a bit difficult to gauge if you're at the right pace, particularly if you're nervous, if you're slightly agitated, if you're not sure about the song. Your pace can feel it can feel like it's the right pace, but it can be a lot quicker than you want it to be. So you have to be mindful of that. And I think in something like that, then we'll have to have a metronome on the side, just to okay, cool, that's our bass, right? And work with that. But yeah, overall, I would say that it's a good start. I would like to play for you the song again, and then as we go, we just keep going at it. All right. I can think of younger days, living for my life was everything a man can wanna do, and I can never see I was never told about. Some rule, oh, 2, 3, spoken heart. How can you stop the rain from then? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go around? How can you make him this broken man? Can lose him ever with please him, man? This broken heart and let me live again. I can still feel the breeze. The rustles through the trees, the memories of days gone by. How can I see you tonight? No one said a word about some road. How can you mend this broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? Makes the world go around. How can you mend this broken man? How can you do it? And please help me. Broken heart. Let me live. And how can you mend this broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you mend the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? And how can you mend this broken man? How can do the way we say we met this broken heart? Let me live again. La 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 Okay, great. So you can see with that, just by that, with improving, making the soul whole, and marching forward one step at a time. I think also one of the things that we have to keep in mind for this piece, just like for the vocal practice, is the pronunciation of the words in particular places. So like I mentioned, I have a tendency to make the words a bit too sharp for this song, which is interesting. For other ones, not so much, but for this one, we just have to be careful with that and smooth out those moments. But yeah, okay, I think that's a good sort of introduction and couple takes for this piece. So please enjoy. Thanks for checking out the new edition for Broken Heart. If you haven't already, please check out the vocal take for the studio version. All right, let's put this one in the rotation. Get it get it to the space we want it to be. All right, I'll catch you all very, very soon.